Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at the latest update for Pandasam's childbirth mod, which introduces Lamaze classes, aka birthing classes that your Sims can actually attend. I'm sure by now you all are very familiar with Pandasam's childbirth mod. If by the off chance you're not, I'm just going to tell you about it really quick. Pandasam's childbirth mod is a realistic approach to the way that Sims in The Sims 4 give birth, experience, labor, pregnancy, everything in between. It is seriously such a staple for me, and if you haven't checked it out, I highly suggest that you do. The mod itself is available to the public. However, this update is currently under early access and will be available to the public on May 16th. The update itself is pretty straightforward, and there really isn't a lot in the mod notes that we're not going to cover via gameplay, but there are a couple things that I want to highlight just in case we don't get around to them. The first part of the mod notes is just covering how to set up your Lamaze class, how to hire the instructor, what to expect once your Lamaze class starts. It also covers a couple different things that you can do with the students, such as socializing, like talking about pregnancy, discussing baby names, asking about birth plan, asking if this is their first time being pregnant. And once you've attended the class with your partner, you actually can practice rhythmic breathing together. This interaction is a friendly affection interaction, and you may also use it during early labor to manage pain and speed up dilation. So there's actually some benefits in going to the Lamaze class and things that you will actually learn from it. So partner Sims can now offer support to pregnant Sims. They can also deliver food to the birthing Sim, and they can now join the birth manually if they don't do so autonomously. And now partner Sims have a chance of passing out while supporting the birth. They have a base chance of 5% to pass out normally, but it can go up to 90% if they have the squeamish trait or are tired or even hungry. Another fun fact I almost missed about the Lamaze class is that your Sim has a 50% chance of getting one of 3 books after class, and reading the book will give them special moodlets. One of the books will also increase their parenting skill if you have Parenthood installed. Today we're going to be tagging with the Tidewells. These Sims are from my LP here on the channel called The Jeweler's Journey. So it's like 6:30ish right now, and it is also Winterfest. Obviously, this would be a very odd time to go to a Lamaze class, but Irene, hi Irene, she's like looking at us right now. God, she's so pretty. She's been wanting to go to a Lamaze class because, if we're being totally honest, her last labor and delivery was so freaking traumatic. She really just wants to make sure this next go around goes without a hitch. So what you're going to do is you're going to click your phone, and then you're going to go to your home app, and from there you'll find the option to have your Sims go to the Lamaze class. So we're going to have Irene place the phone call, and what's cool about it is that you can actually invite other Sims that you know, or acquaintances, family members, even your significant other if you would like to attend this class. Obviously, we want our husband to come, so I'm going to have Jude Tidewell tag along with us, and then it's going to teleport you over to the hospital. This is where you're going to have to do a little preparation, so I'll show you guys how to do that. Let me see real quick. So I'm using the base game hospital at the moment, and Stone has been sent to daycare. Thankfully, it's really freaking pretty right now. What I was thinking of doing is just setting up the Lamaze class outside. If it's like a nice summer day or something, that would be perfect, but it is really, really, really chilly. So what I need to do is I need to enable the edit lot mode, or whatever the heck it is. Free build is what I mean. So I'm just going to open up my cheat box. We're going to put in testing cheats. We're going to hit enter, and then we're going to hit free build. And now I have all the access I need to build mode to put in a couple things. So what we need to do first and foremost is there's actually a couple things that pertain to the birth mod that we're going to need to use. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to hide all of our Maxis items so that we're able to find the items that we need just a little bit easier. Now, I'm not sure if you're going to need the Comfort Glide hospital bed, but there is a small chance that we might, especially if our Sim does go into labor. So what I like to do is I like to clean out one of these rooms here. Obviously, me, this is really ugly looking because I'm not trying that hard, but this is where I'm going to put our little Comfort Glide hospital bed. And then in one of the surgical rooms, that is where I like to put the Vita, y'all, I almost thought that said the Vita Vulva Pap smear bed, but it's the Vita, no, it's not even that. It's the Vital Viva Pap smear bed. Oh my God, I'm a mess. I promise I know what I'm doing. But yeah, I like to put it in here, even though I'm not gonna lie, if I walked into this room to get any type of exam done, I'd probably walk right out because it feels really scary to me. But yeah, that's typically the vibe that I go for. Again, there is a possibility that our Sims might actually use this, so at least we've got it all set up. Now I have to figure out where the heck we're gonna put this Lamaze class. I'm kind of thinking what I can do is I could separate this cafeteria into two parts, and then I could put the Lamaze class here, because this is the Lamaze table and it is quite gargantuous. It's very big. So I think, like I said, we should be able to have enough room, or I could just cheat a little bit and I can make it warm outside and we can do an outdoor Lamaze class, which actually might be the better option. So I'm gonna put down our little Lamaze class table. If we take a closer look here, you can see some books that you might end up going home with. You can see the birthing charts. There's also a little chart here that, well, I mean, this like shows you the pregnancy chart. And then over here shows you how you can do like breathing exercises with your partner. Okay, can we just have a minute? Like just sit with me for a second. So the other day, I'm oh my God, I don't even know if I want to say this. So I'm like, what, 35 years old? I had no idea your ovaries were not connected to your fallopian tubes. They kind of just float in your body and they're attached by like these little ligaments. I always thought your fallopian tubes were attached to your ovaries, and they're not. I had people come after me on Twitter, you know, and then a lot of people actually didn't know it. But can we seriously be honest for a second? Look at that diagram. It looks like they're attached, right? I mean, let me know in the comments if you knew that fun fact or not. Quick change of plans. I decided to bring our Lamaze class inside by, again, just splitting up the cafeteria, and I think it is a perfect fit because the footprint for the Lamaze class is literally the size of this little room that I've built, so I think it's perfect. You could add in some other extra things, but one of the recommendations that Pandasama had was to add in some chairs. So let's go and snag this chair from Eco Lifestyle. Actually, just kidding. Wait, where did this chair come from? City Living? Why did I feel like this was new for some reason? I don't know. It's been around for a while, but we're going to grab it because it feels like the most Lamaze class chair I can find. And there isn't any sort of like criteria as to how many chairs you should have, but I feel like this actually looks quite nice. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I think I'm going to filter out the catalog by medical clinic items, and how like dressed up you want the Lamaze class to be, that's kind of up to you. But what I would like to do is maybe add in like a little diploma here. I also can throw in this little Skelly Sim skeleton, and I think honestly that is going to be just fine. Like we don't really need to do any more than that. So once you've got your Lamaze class set up, then it is time for you to hire the instructor. A Lamaze instructor is on their way. They will arrive within the hour. And according to the mod notes, you should have 2 other class members attending the Lamaze class so that you can interact with them. I don't know where the hell these class members are. They're around here somewhere. Like here is, I think her name is Megumi, and then her husband Naoki is also around here, but they're not sitting. Anyway, quick little like blip that happened, right? So you know how I set up this cute little Lamaze room? For some reason, the Lamaze instructor had her own table and she set it up outside. I swear this class was destined to happen outside. But the cool thing is I was able to delete that table, or move her table, I think is what I did. And then now she went over to her table. So it's not a big deal, but if you do run into that issue where your instructor, not even an issue, but if you run into that situation where your instructor brings their own table, but you really want it to be at a designated area, then just move it over and they'll follow it. It's not that big of a deal. All right, so what we're going to do now is we are going to start this late night Lamaze class. I'm so excited. I don't know why Jude's moving over, but hey, get comfortable, guys. I'm hoping that our classmates will also walk in. Yay. Okay, cool. So you don't have to worry about them wandering off and doing their own thing. They will eventually come and sit with you. So let me just be quiet and let the instructor teach this class, and y'all can kind of watch. Oh, she brings out a diagram. Okay, maybe I won't be quiet, but I'll be trying to react as silently as possible. See, the thing is though, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be doing something during this class or we're just sitting and listening, because I think that's all that we're supposed to be doing. Like, I feel like if I started asking Naoki some questions about their pregnancy, that would be considered rude and disrupting the class. Hopefully I'm doing this right, because honestly, I really don't know. All right, so it looks like she's bringing out another diagram. And again, these ovaries look like they're attached, y'all. Like, this is blowing my freaking mind. I love the little, little swimmer that's kicking it over here. Like, this is so cool. I'm really enjoying this. Very informative. I'm learning things, actually. The entire class was so cute. I loved all the little diagrams and the way that she was just, filling our heads with knowledge. I really, really enjoyed it. So a couple things. We have some moodlets, and we also received a book. It says Irene received a book after attending the Lamaze class. So the book she received should be in her inventory, and it is called The Seeds of Knowledge, Nurturing Young Minds. I do believe this one is proprietary to Parenthood, but I'm not 100% sure. I do know that there is one in particular that is proprietary, or maybe all of them. I can't remember. If you have any questions, you can just refer to the mod notes, but let's check out some of the moodlet. Knowledge packed. As Irene reflected on her recently completed Lamaze class, a sense of empowerment floods her being. The comprehensive coverage of labor has left her feeling remarkably informed and prepared for the journey ahead. With each topic covered, she felt a weight lift off her shoulders, replaced by a growing confidence in her ability to navigate the birthing process. After classes ended, you can ask the other expecting parents a series of pregnancy-related questions. So you can discuss baby names, ask if this is their first time pregnancy, or ask about their birth plan. So this is a great opportunity to make friends with other expecting parents. So it says, Irene's birth plan. Consider all options, but natural birth is a strong contender. How about we discuss some baby names? We're going for more traditional names like Emily or James. Well, hey, you know what? That was a lot of fun. I think we should probably head home because it is almost 1 o'clock in the friggin' morning. Yes, we didn't use some of the items that we put down, but I think those will come in handy a little bit later in the video. Irene is finally in labor, and I decided that this room needed a little personal touch, so I added in a couple things just to make it a little more comfortable. So her water has broken. She really does need to use the restroom too as well, but I'm just going to kind of cheat her needs really quick. So now that her and Jude have attended the Lamaze class, there's new ways that he can support his partner through this process, because let's be honest, in The Sims 4, traditionally, your partner doesn't really have a huge hand in helping you through the birthing and labor process. They just kind of stand there and panic and don't really do anything at all. But thankfully, Pandasama's mod changes all of that. And now if you did decide to complete a Lamaze class, there's a brand new option that allows you to practice rhythmic breathing with your partner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Irene here, click on Jude. We're going to head into friendly, click affection, and that is where you'll find the brand new interaction that only will be available if you've finished the Lamaze class, called Practice Rhythmic Breathing Together. What this is going to do is this is going to kind of speed up the labor process a little bit and also encourage dilation. So they get on the floor, Jude scoots behind her, and he starts rubbing his wife's shoulders, and they implement all the breathing techniques that they learned in the class. So I think that's like super duper cute. It's a very short interaction, like so short, but I just love how he's comforting her. Another way that you can comfort your partner through the labor process is with the brand new offer support interaction that comes with this update. So your sim does need to be either in the hospital bed or reclining on the bed before you're able able to actually do this, but your partner will come up beside them, hold their hand, tell them what an amazing job they're doing, and just kind of be their rock throughout the process. And he grabs a wet towel and he's just rubbing her. And I just love how they gaze at each other and how like affectionate and just super duper sweet he's being. I really love these interactions, and these are only just some of the interactions that you can do in this mod. Like, if you haven't checked it out, there are so many other ways that you can provide support to your partner. However, with this update, you're now able to bring your partner food via the deliver food option. So you can give them hospital food, which I'm not exactly sure what that is. Maybe it's like a platter of like different things. You can deliver a sandwich, jello, ice cream, or ice chips, which I actually think is really cool. I kind of want to see what the jello and the ice chips looks like, and maybe there's some brand new moodlets or such, but we'll see. So I'm gonna have a Jude go and grab some jello. So it looks like he just kind of pulls it out of his inventory, and that is a big old bowl of what appears to be orange jello. Now let me see if we ended up actually getting any sort of the unspoken words. What does it say? From getting support. As Irene's partner leaned closer, pressing a soft kiss to her forehead, Irene felt a surge of warmth spreading through her heart. It was more than just a physical sensation. It was the embodiment of their shared journey, the culmination of their love and commitment intertwining in the face of life's greatest challenge. Unspoken support from bringing food. Jude gazed at his partner with gratitude in his eyes. He's glad that he can offer some support through the simple act of bringing them food. Each bite seemed like a victory in this challenging moment. A special connection. Oh my God, I love this. Okay, she's freezing right now, and she's also breastfeeding too while she's in labor. Don't recommend, because she's having some issues with her testicles. But anyways, it doesn't look like she got a moodlet, but as you can imagine, it probably helped with her hunger a little bit. But I kind of want to see what the ice chips look like. I feel bad doing this because she's freezing. There's apparently no heat in this hospital, but isn't it kind of true though? Like, whenever you go to a hospital, you're freezing. But look at these ice chips. Those are so cute. I love that. So she's eating those with the spoon. And again, I don't think there's any sort of moodlet that comes with that, but it did help her hunger a little bit. So that's certainly nice. And lastly, partner Sims now have a chance of passing out while supporting the birth. They have a base chance of 5% to pass out normally, but it goes up to 90% if they have the squeamish trait, are tired, or they're hungry. And as you can see, Jude passed out because he's all three. He's starving, he's tired, and he's squeamish. So right now he's quite honestly no help at all, and it's kind of funny. I like that this was added in because it definitely adds a realistic touch to the mod. Congratulations, it's a boy. This isn't going to be like a thing, by the way, if you're watching the LP, but I'm just gonna randomize this really quick. We'll name him Elijah just for issues and giggles, but I think that is so freaking funny that he passed out. I wish there was something we could do to like wake him up, but oh my gosh, here he goes. Here he goes. Jude did receive this moodlet here that says lightheaded from fainting. Jude heard the doctor say, "Final push, you're almost there," and turned his head to take a look. All he remembered was feeling woozy, and the next thing he knew, he'd fainted. He also has the sad moodlet that says, "I fainted." Overwhelmed by sorrow, Jude couldn't shake the disappointment of having fainted, robbing him of the chance of fully experiencing the joyous moment when his child entered the world. Well, you guys, that's pretty much a wrap on the latest update for Pandasama's childbirth mod. I hope you all enjoyed the brand new features and taking a look with me. If you're interested in getting early access to the mod, I will provide a link down in the description. Otherwise, you can anticipate this update being released to the public on May 16th. As always, I hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, you know what to do, boo. Don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below where the sun does not shine, and I will see you all next time.